Hi, I'm John.
Hello, I'm Fred.
You are a moron.
You are a knucklehead.
And we are
Dusty Farts.
Wherever there's free coffee, that's where they reside. A booth is a booth, no matter shape or size. They'll squat in a booth beside an outdoor toilet, or sip sawdust coffee and pretend to enjoy it. From diners to hardware, they be traveling roads, claiming their thrones on porcelain commodes. The front of Menards is where they call home, getting their coffee from an animatronic gnome. Where booths are eternal and wisdom departs, forever the art. Dusty Farts.
Previously on Dusty Farts, John and Fred survived Curtis's sass, grated sawdust coffee from an animatronic gnome, enjoyed brine from a sample cup, and nearly caffeinated themselves into oblivion. But even the most heroic explorers need rest and recovery, and all roads lead back to the Polyester Lounge. It's home turf for cracked vinyl, some good brew, all Aria's sass, and sometimes, many times, Bob's harebrained ideas.
Glory be, farts. That door is louder than your bed under the covers after all you can eat chili night down at the Lions Club.
That's called civic pride, Dusty. Every single toot is a fine salute to the chili duties of Lions Club booties.
Duty, booty, or tooty, I don't care. Booth 3's a callin', but I swear there's a buzz in here today. Feels like Bob's cooking up more than bacon.
Dusty is right. Bob is often prone to harebrained ideas, and like his most frequent customers, John and Fred, has trouble differentiating advertising from internet memes. It's a problem Aria has battled for years, going back to when Bob was inspired by a meme to serve Tide Pods as dessert samples. So, Aria knew they were in trouble when Bob fixated on one recent joke about his biggest rival, the Waffle House.
Oh no, not the house.
Yes, the house. Nothing gets Bob's attention more than when Waffle House management makes a change. In fact, Bob treats each change to menu, signage, or operating hours like a key strategic move in the 9th inning of Game 7 of the World Series.
Yeah, right. Only part of Bob, like Yankees manager Billy Martin, is the temper tantrums in the dirt at home plate.
So, when a meme started circulating the internet with a joke about how Waffle House management has decided to bring some class to their joint by cleaning up the fisticuffs, Bob was instantly in full inspiration mode. In the meme, it was suggested that fighters were now forced to follow Marquis of Queensberry rules. You know, timed rounds, gloved hands, no hitting below the belt, in an effort to try and control the carnage. Supposedly, these midnight melees got so unruly that the only solution was Victorian-style decorum.
It's the gentlemanly thing to do, naturally.
Yep, except Bob has taken this to a whole new level.
Oh, hi there, Aria.
Dusty. Farts. I'd say welcome back, but that implies someone actually missed you.
Why, thank you, Aria. Always a joy to be greeted like a stubbed toe at midnight. Now, please do go on.
Thank you, White Bread. Anyway, like I was saying, Bob's decided to put his own spin on that meme. He's now encouraging fights right here in the Polyester Lounge parking lot.
Oh, Lord.
Yep, and he's calling it the Polyester Lounge Parking Lot Pugilism Pageant, proudly presented by the Marquis of Sheepsberry.
The Marquis?
Of Sheepsberry?
That's right. You know that little village out on the western edge of town?
Of course I do. I grew up on Sheepsberry Hill. Still got cousins up there who think banjo lessons count as higher education.
Well, according to Bob, there's this fella up there calls himself the Marquis, And apparently, he's drawn up his very own set of fighting rules.
Well, I'll be wobblier than a three-legged dog on a slip and slide. My interest is now officially piqued. So, what's the rules?
To be honest, still a little foggy. Bob's out back scribbling them down on a napkin between bacon burns.
Rules or no rules, I'm ready for some post-brunch fireworks in the parking lot.
So's the rest of the breakfast crowd. Bob slipped a little extra hot sauce into the scrambled eggs this morning. They're all sitting here hotter than a thermostat with anger issues.
Speaking of heat, Dusty, I noticed you cranked the thermostat in the car all the way up to 74 on the drive over.
Of course. It's a fine, breezy afternoon. Great day to get my whole 10 minutes of sunshine.
10 minutes? Dusty, at 74 degrees in that car, I was sweating like a hog at a county fair. Felt like you was trying to slow roast me on the way over.
Nonsense. 74 is the gentleman's temperature. Perfect balance of comfort and dignity.
Gentleman's temperature? More like a crock-pot setting. If I'd been in there 5 more minutes, you'd be slathering me all up with gravy.
Pfft. Maybe if you didn't keep dropping it to 68 like we're hauling ice cream, I wouldn't have to bump it back up. 74 is civilized.
Jumpin' Jehoshaphat. Civilized? Dusty, 74 is a sauna. Felt like you were trying to poach me on the way over. I'm pretty sure it says in Psalm 68, "Blessed are those that find rest at 68."
Please. 68 freezes the marrow. 74 keeps the blood moving. There's a stark difference.
Lord, you two argue more about degrees than a room full of college dropouts.
Tell you what, Dusty, if you're so sure you're right, let's settle this like men.
You mean...
That's right. Parking lot now.
Fine by me. Been meaning to knock some sense into you since the great toast debate of 97.
Guys? Aria? This isn't in the script. Hey, wait. This isn't in the script.
Oh, Lord. Here we go. Somebody cue the harmonica.
Welcome, welcome, welcome! Ladies, gentlemen, and livestock of all ages, you've stumbled into history in the making. The very first Polyester Lounge Parking Lot Pugilism Pageant. Proudly, and I do mean proudly, presented under the world-famous Marquis of Sheepsberry rules.
This is Steve. Don't ask. His resume? Normally, he's the booming loudspeaker voice at the Maple Grove Seasonal Carnival. And by seasonal, I mean they rotate every 3 months between 4 abandoned car lots. 1 north, 1 south, 1 east, 1 west. Same rides, same funnel cakes, same suspicious tilt-a-whirl. They just swap costumes and slap on a new banner so the town thinks they're 4 different carnivals. They're not.
North, south, east, west, no matter the lot, you'll still leave queasy.
Anyway, Steve lost a bet with Bob at last year's county fair. Something about a greased pig contest. I don't know all the details, but Bob swears the pig was double parked and Steve swears the rules were slippery. Either way, Steve's been stuck ever since. Half security guard, half valet. Full-time regret. Right here in the Polyester Lounge parking lot.
I maintain, ladies and gentlemen, that was an exhibition hog, not fit for regular season competition.
But tonight Bob's thrown him a bone. If Steve plays Master of Ceremonies for this ridiculous pugilism pageant, he shaves 6 months off his parking lot sentence, which explains why he's leaning so hard into this whole boxing announcer routine.
That's right, folks. Stick around. Nobody leaves disappointed unless you order the coleslaw.
Hey, Steve, you do realize that everyone is still sitting inside, just looking out the window at us. This parking lot is emptier than Dusty's wallet.
I know, but Bob wants a show. So Bob's getting a show. And tonight, ladies, gentlemen, and livestock of all ages, prepare yourselves for the Polyester Lounge's one and only, officially unsanctioned, entirely regrettable pugilism pageant. John, Fred, prepare yourselves. The Polyester Lounge parking lot is your stage, and your pride is the only prize. But based on the sight of these two dusty farts, it's fair to say, let's get ready to grumble!
Grumble? Hey kids, that's awful close to today's R word of the day. Kids, can you say rumble? That's right, rumble.
Rumble. R-U-M-B-E-L-L. Rumble. The sounds you make when you try complaining without your dentures in. Rumble.
Speaking of dentureless wonders, let's introduce our two incompetents. On our left, I give you our first contender. Hailing from the western side of booth number 3 at the Polyester Lounge, the man who once argued a traffic cone into submission, the Sultan of Side-Eye, the Mayor of Miralax, the Maestro of mild hypertension, John Smith, I guess.
Hypertension? I'm fine. Dr. Bobby says my blood pressure's just creatively elevated.
Yeah, Dusty, you're basically a geyser with sideburns.
And in the opposite corner, wearing nothing but misplaced confidence and yesterday's gravy stain, he's the king of coupons, the Baron of Biscotti, the only man who thinks sausages is its own food group. Give it up for F-A-R-T-S, farts!
We want farts! We want farts!
Thank you kindly. It's true. I once wrestled a family-sized meatloaf to a draw.
Yeah, but the meatloaf still won on presentation.
Together, they are the booth-bound brawlers, the polyester pugilists, the cranky combatants you didn't order but got served anyway. John and Fred, the dusty farts.
Absurd? Absolutely. But then again, this is the Polyester Lounge. Absurd comes free with every refill. Oh, and this is so far now off the rails. Y'all are on your own. Well, at least till Brian needs me to explain something.
Okay, fine. So, what's the rules for this little skirmish?
Yes, here they are. Each contestant will be allowed to pick one of the prized goats of the Marquis of Sheepsberry. You will then present the next statement in your argument, followed by a punch of your opponent's goat. You start with 3 points, but if you fail to make the goat bleat, you lose a point. The fight lasts until you lose all your points or you knock out your opponent's goat, either with logic or a blow.
Punching goats, huh? That's not exactly Marquis of Queensberry.
Nope, this is strictly Marquis of Sheepsberry. Comes with a lot more bleating and a lot less dignity.
Very well, contestant number 1, step forth. Present your argument, deliver your blow, and await the blessed bleat.
Dusty, your thermostat settings are hotter than a jalapeno funeral.
Oh, a devastating strike to absolutely nothing. The goat remains unmoved. Contestant loses a point.
Farts, you got worse aim than my blind friend Jimmy.
Okay, Sultan of SWAT, you're next. Go ahead and make your case. Then try to hit the goat's face.
68 degrees farts is for penguins and pallbearers. 74 is for court and kings.
Majestic. Truly, nothing screams royalty like slapping a goat into agreement.
Fine, take this, you thermostat tyrant.
The goat has chosen stoic silence. No bleat, 1 point deduction. The contestant remains tragically goatless.
Fred, honey, I've seen stronger swings from a screen door and a light breeze.
Farts, you couldn't set a thermostat if the only options were on and frostbite.
And the goat cries out. Dusty connects once again.
Great. Now we got farm animals validating his ego.
All right, Dusty. If I can't win with power, I'll win with finesse. Behold, the gentle touch of justice.
Lord above farts. Did you just spank a petting zoo reject? That sounded like an escapee from Baby Lamb Daycare.
Indeed, a softer strike, but a bleat nonetheless. No point deduction.
Prepare yourself, Fred, for the gentleman's temperature of destiny.
And there it is! a thunderous, time-bending, goat-shattering blow. Ladies and gentlemen, behold, your undisputed champion of Sheepsberry.
Yeah, congrats, Dusty. You just won Bob's big grand prize.
Oh yeah? About time. What is it?
The coupon for Bob's chili, valid only on the 5th Monday of any month, and a whole case of Bob's special hot sauce with an expiration date of yesterday.
So, basically I just knocked out a goat for the privilege of getting food poisoning.
Hope? Knock, knock, Hope. You there, darling?
Oh, yes, right. Guess this is my cue. Well, gee, no script. Okay, Brian can fix this in edit. Sometimes, just sometimes, it's best to simply let the nonsense breathe. Lord help us all.
We are proud to say no artificial sheep were harmed during the making. Oh, sorry. Well, only one artificial sheep was harmed during the making of this podcast.
Yo ho ho, a one-eye biny scallywag special.